To rap along with him, but one lyric made him shout her down. Now take a look.
Wait. Am I not cool enough for you? What's up, bro? You gotta bleep one single word, though. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do it? Yeah, you did it. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Should she stay up here, y'all?
Well, so was he right to call her out for dropping? I'm not gonna say the N-word. That's ridiculous. The word, and it's in the lyrics. Yeah. Okay, it's written in the lyrics. She was singing his lyrics. Should he have called her out on that?
I don't think so. Do you think so?
I don't think he should have, because don't put it in if you don't want people to sing it.
That's right.
We always talk about taking ownership on the word, and I think there are those schools of people that do own it and use it to try to take the power away, and then others
Those are not white people.
No, I'm just saying it's confused. This one's a tough one because this is someone that's expressing she's a fan and she loves his work and she's singing.
I know, it's almost like a setup though for the poor girl. I felt sorry for her, and then in the middle of it to like out her like that and make the audience.
I will say though, I think
nasty.
as a white person, you should. There's no ever any situation where you should say that word under any circumstances.
I
And I will
agree
say
with
for
that.
me though, there's this Beyonce song called "Sorry." I know every single song on Lemonade, and I can sing every single lyric to every single word. And she uses the N-word in it. And when I sing it, I was singing in the car with my sister last time I was home, and we didn't. It was like we didn't say it when we were singing it, and it just instinctually we didn't do it because I think it was a loaded word with a lot of history. And
Bro, is she on Adderall? Jesus.
No, I sped up for YouTube, so we won't get
Woo! She was like,
can everybody throw in the sense that God gave him, because it's YouTube. We got to be careful with YouTube. Got to be careful. Because I would have had this sucker upside down, flipped around, and colorized it. But that's why I said I like Primal's channel, because he actually have like the whole Wikipedia, the research papers. He'll read it down for you. He have like 8 pages long, and he'll break it down for you. He read it, break it down for you. So I appreciate him for that, because I was like, I ain't reading all that.
Zaddy's got such a good schedule. Zaddy takes care of us so well.
But I appreciate that, because me, hey, let me get these little clips in and show it to everybody so they can see a more visual of it. Because you know how some people is, Primal, they don't want to read.
That's why I do that reading for y'all. That's why I do that reading, because you might think one thing when you look at me, but I like to read. You know what I mean?
There you go. But that's pretty much what Poppy was saying earlier with the whole song and lyrics, and Primal was agreeing with too. It's like that.
Funny you say that.
That Whooper said, yeah, it's crazy because like
it's funny that you posted everything. It's not like we coordinated it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So,
it's funny that you posted that video.
Which video?
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay,
that one that you just reacted to, because I mentioned that sample earlier.
Yeah, because that was like pretty much like I'm checking. That was like 3. No, it was 2 years ago. About 2-3 years ago when that happened, that it got reported. And me personally, I didn't like how he handled it. It's your words. You wrote it, or you had a ghostwriter and you signed up for it. So now you want to bring up. You pretty much did it because it's your stage, it's your show. You pretty much had a white girl come on. I feel like it was a setup. You had a white girl come on. The girl like questioned like, what did I do? And it's like, hey, you can bleep out this one word. Why are you saying it? Why?
Right.
That's the question of the day. Why?
That he didn't have to do her like that.
Well,
honestly,
he didn't. That's why I come back to these young impressionable minds. Young impressionable minds.
It's a muscle memory, man. Like he have to say something. He cannot let that slide, yo. He gotta say something, right? It don't matter if I wrote it. You don't have to say it. You can skip that one.
he did. I
You can skip that
say
one.
something, but I'm just like the way it was done. I don't agree with. But yes,
it did look like a
I do
setup.
agree with him.
Oh, how are you supposed to do it then?
But
why he bring her on
the way
stage?
it was done.
Why he bring her on stage? Why he bringing a white chick on stage?
That's
for her to
the
sing
part
the
that's a
song.
setup.
For her to sing the song, you and your mind gonna
It's not
swear
a
that you.
setup, yo.
I think it was a setup.
Okay, look. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. Look at what was the old female was talking? That's The View, right?
Yeah.
That's the show, The View, where Whoopi Goldberg was.
Our
The
favorite show,
homegirl,
yeah.
the white girl explained it the best. She was like, "Yeah, when Beyonce dropped a song, she say nigga, and we just skip over the word. It's
but
muscle memory.
But here
You
goes, sir.
know,
Here goes, sir.
But you're
but she
talking about
wanted to say it.
Sir. But you're talking about huge age gap. That woman on The View
Right.
is well educated. Crap, her father is in Congress something. That is a teen girl that's in love with that man and his music. That clearly sit at home all day, wrote the words down, remembered it verbatim, and ran with it. So when she got the moment to jump on stage, she went hot and heavy on it to represent for him and the fans.
Universal, bro.
Right.
It's different,
universal.
yeah,
I
but
don't
not
care if
everybody.
I don't care if you.
But not everybody knows, Poppy. That's what we're talking about. You're
No.
saying it's
No,
universal.
it's
I'm saying
universal.
it's universal, but not
Universal,
everybody, 'cause
everybody's supposed to know in all age, colors, and sizes that they're supposed to know the N word is a derogatory word.
Now you sound ignorant,
There's
Poppy.
a culture
No.
that they don't.
I think
Like
it's
I said.
universal. When the N word come, if you white, you skip that word.
Hey,
It's that simple. It's not hard.
No,
No,
like I
you just saw
said,
another
the
video
people.
of the rapper. The rapper literally just said it. You just said, well, he came from that hood and it's like a big melting pot and blah blah. So it's not everybody. You are literally contradicting what you just
No,
said
but
over
Fat
20
Joe is
minutes
one of
ago.
Fat Joe is one of us.
Okay, what about the white
How
girl
is
you
he?
just checked and
That's
corrected?
one of our people.
What about the
What you mean?
what about the white girl you checked and corrected in the line? You said you had to educate her and her friends, but she didn't know. Her friends gave her a pass, publicly a pass.
No, she knew. She just got comfortable
she?
saying. She knew
got-
what she was doing.
It's a
So
difference.
what is
I
the
understand.
difference between
She
got-
knew what
him
that word
and
meant,
her?
bro.
She's with two black.
Everybody
people.
know what the
Her
word
baby
means.
daddy's a black.
Time out.
She's with two black people, and she has her baby daddy was a black man. And you're saying that Fat Joe, because he's a rapper and came from New York and is around black people, it's okay for him, but it wasn't okay for her. You got a double standard, homie.
We all got that with standard. I'm not afraid
do?
to. We
do?
Everybody got that.
On this subject matter, sir, this subject matter, sir, you're saying we all have double standards on this subject matter. The
I fucking love you, puppy.
The only one I'm saying here is the only one I'm saying neutral here is Primal that said, I don't care what shape or form I'm in. I don't care if Jesus himself came down. I understand the word. It's a no for me, sir. I'm telling you, I understand it from both ends, but I'm telling you, there's a time and place to say it. I understand that because how? No. I'm giving. Hold on. I'm saying the reason why I understand. The reason why I understand there's a time and place for it because of how my upbringing is. But at the same time, I get where you're coming from. But know this: at age of 43, still living and breathing, sir. Everybody, as all the little clips we just know from another country coming back all the way to here, from the century of 1600s all the way back up to the year 2023, everybody don't know. Some people think it's either cool, and some people think it's acceptable. Some people's giving passes, some people's giving them little nods and nudges, you're okay. And Prima's a perfect example. He just said, hey, I have black friends, black coworkers, people I come across on a daily basis give me the okay and say, hey, you're that nigga. But guess what? He's not going to say the word nigga because he understands that word. So everybody don't know.
And I think it's incumbent upon us to strike it down in the appropriate places. Like, believe me, if I ever hear one of my children say that word, their face is going to be hurting for a minute.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my point. Primal just made my point.
What point was that,
That girl that got on stage, she knew. She knew what she was doing. She just thought that was like, oh, I'm gonna break the racial barrier, and I'm gonna just throw my N word in here.
I think you're making that bigger than what it is, sir. You're making that bigger than what it is, sir. You make like some king.
How old you think that girl was? How old you think that girl was?
She's in her teens, sir. She's in her teens.
And she know what the word. Everybody know what the word means, bro. Come on,
she
man.
thought it was a cool word to say because it's in her rap.
But I'm gonna tell you. Here's one of the
everybody
things
walk. Listen, hold on. Time out. Everybody. I got little cousins that are 8 years old that got one of these. I got them smartphone. They know what the fuck that word means, yo. They know. I don't want to hear it talk about they don't know.
Let
They
me
know.
slide my head over here a little bit, Poppy. Now,
Hi.
I got you, Mika. So since you're using that phone as evidence and proof and court of public opinion saying, hey, everybody got a smartphone, so they should know. Let me explain something right here because we on this little circle. You yourself has a smartphone, but goddamn it, I love you, brother, but you don't know how to use that goddamn smartphone for most of your medias and everything else that we be explaining. So you yourself at your age is different.
Yeah. Meaning of a word, bro.
People, I know, but we're doing no. We're doing a comparison that you said people should know. So again, myself, it's many times between Minka, Rogue, explain to me in certain things I don't know in a tech savvy word. You know what I'm saying? Mika lives in the media. I'm watching the media. It's a difference. So I'm not gonna.
I live in the media.
You know what I mean?
You are the media.
Yeah, you are the media, but it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be common sense for me to say, for me, like, oh, I know Angelus because he got a smartphone, so he got to know Instagram. He got to know this. No, I'm not gonna know that. That's ignorant for her to say that. Just like it's ignorant for you to make a comment saying, hey, if just because you got a smartphone, they need to know. No, you know how many people just on a $1,000 smartphone don't know how to use a GPS to Google an address?
That's what. Listen, go back and read her comment. She was like, "What? You don't think I'm cool enough? What? Yo, she associate nigga with being cool."
That's the point we're trying to make. That's the point. That's the point.
You know what it means, bro.
I'm gonna hop off.
Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner.
You know what it means.
You guys both have big dicks, okay?
No.
That's just what I say when people yell.
That's crazy. Go ahead, Minka and Kay. Do you have thoughts to share? Because yeah, this is Poppy said some stuff right now.
So here's the deal. It's Poppy, I get where you're coming from, but just the same way that you think God, why can't I remember his name, the rapper?
The one just recently, or are you talking about Fat Joe?
Which one?
Fat Joe.
Chubby Joe.
The rapper now?
No, Fat Joe, bro.
No, Fat Joe.
He's not fat.
It's okay for Fat. I know he lost a lot of weight. Anyway, sorry. Fat Joe. It's like socially okay for him to say it because he grew up with a bunch of black people and he's one of them and he's from the hood and it's a melting pot. It's the same thing in Texas and in a lot of parts of LA. I myself have made it a choice of not to say that word because I don't.
You that he got black in him.
May I finish? I'm not done.
Did
I finish? I'm not
done.
Let her
finish, please. Let her finish.
Interject. You got to calm down and let me finish. Otherwise, I can't get my point across. Listening means that you actually have to hear what I say, not just jump on me.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
I got it.
You gotta make Poppy smile.
Oh no, but you about to make me go
emotional damage.
I got family in Texas. I have family in Texas, and there is no difference between, everybody says it, between Mexicans, Hispanics, and black people. And the black people are like, no, there's no difference. And that's on like one part of it, right? Then you got up north. If you go to Washington, not a single person is going to say it at all. That's a bad word. If you go to New York, it's a melting pot. Maybe someone's going to say it on that corner. Maybe someone's going to say it on that corner. That's what makes it so difficult for everybody else to understand it. You got to have some sort of understanding that girl, when she said, what, I'm not cool enough, maybe she's used to people saying, oh, you're cool, you can say it. It's cool. It's not even a bad word. You're singing it. It's not a bad word when you're singing it. There's so many different variations. That's where you, Poppy, have to help educate people like that. If they think it's okay, then educate them why it's not okay, what the history of it means, that it really signified like, hey, you're not even human, or anything like that, instead of just accusing and thinking like, okay, she knows what she's doing. Because then you're not helping the situation. You make it bigger and worse. That's my take on it. Finally,
okay.
Fuck, dude, I was holding that shit in for a minute.
My education would be I'm gonna make it very simple. I'm gonna make it.
Beta. Go ahead.
I'm gonna make it very simple. If you are blonde, blue eyes, green eyes, whatever fuck eyes you got, or white, just don't say. It's that simple. Don't say. That's the education right there. because you don't want to
So
be like, oh
may I
man,
ask you?
I said with my friend, I said with my friends over here. Yes, don't say at all because that was that a Kendrick Lamar concert?
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar.
I think it was Kendrick. Yeah, it was Kendrick. What the hell, 14-year-old doing a Kendrick Lamar concert? But anyway,
Hey, Kendrick's dope. I have a
yeah,
question for you.
Go ahead, Kay. Kay
yeah,
has
don't
a
say.
question for you, Poppy.
Go ahead.
Was it Kay said that or was it Minka? I'm sorry.
Me.
Okay.
Poppy, I have a question because you specified basically white people. So, but wouldn't like the Hispanic community and Asian community, all the other cultures, if they're not black, wouldn't they be also in that same category?
You're right. Asians don't say it either. White Europeans don't say it. And some Spanish don't say it. Because it's also white people in the.
You're sticking to your guns with the whole Fat Joe. You're sticking with your Fat Joe.
I'm telling you the truth. If you go to Colombia, where I was born, you got white Hispanic people. They come from European descendants. They are blue
I
eyes.
know you got the widows.
Blonde hair. Obviously, they're from Europe. Huh?
Right.
So
I'm
obviously
like
they
that.
cannot say it either. And then you got
right.
And then you got Negroes like me. Dark as hell, come from Africa. You see what I'm saying? Yes. So even you go other countries, gonna be the same classification the way it's here.
Oh, so
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
So you meant by some Hispanic, you meant like the non-black Hispanics.
Exactly, the white ones.
Okay. So wouldn't
European
Fat
descent.
Joe be? So wouldn't Fat Joe be in that classification?
I'm telling you what I know. The man said he got black, I think it's his mama's, his daddy's side is black. I don't know his goddamn parents. I'm going for
But
what
Poppy,
he's saying.
is he black enough? Is he black enough?
That's a good question. That's a good question. That's not even a joke. That's a good question. That's a good question. That's not a joke. That's a good question. Is he
I mean,
black
I
enough?
was kind of being,
in my eyes, it is
sassy with it, but
that's a good
honestly,
question.
when I saw that video and heard him talking about that, I was kind of just like, I didn't know that he had people that are black in his family. So I was like, well, why the fuck is he talking about this when he's not in the community?